Hey guys, I'm Steve, and I just wanted to go over something that happened that was a little bit interesting, I thought, today in the finish of the Cool Cats Challenge. So if you go to your collection and you go to challenges, today the Anthony Davis Challenge finished, and a lot of people have them in their accounts already. Here we go. Cool Cats Challenge Tool, the Anthony Davis Challenge. So you had to collect all of these guys, Michael Porter Jr., Eric Bledsoe, PJ Washington. Now I've got PJ Washington and I've been tracking him and contemplating selling him as well. So let's go over to evaluate.market. Now, if you're not onto that tool, you've got to get onto it because it's a great way to track your account and also the value of moments as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in Washington, get PJ, we're going to go to his Cool Cats moment. And being the last day today, I thought that people would really be looking for, or they may be trying to get to that challenge and finishing that challenge. So I thought the price would actually go up. Something else interesting happens. It did a flippin' nosedive off a cliff and then fell off another one. So here you see the natural boom. That was when in late February everyone jumped on the Top Shot. We started getting national media, and then it sort of hovered and stayed stable at about $550. So at its peak, it was selling almost for at $900, around about where my serial number was, which is about 2,700. Today, what happened was it just took a nosedive, specifically here. Look at that, it went all the way down to flipping heck, it went to 115. I remember when this moment was $900 in the late February boom, and I was like, I'll just hold it, it's keeping on going. No one knew what was going on then. But look at this nosedive. People kept undercutting each other, going down, down, down. I actually listed it at 450 in around about, where was it? Here. Yeah, about here in the morning. This is Australian time, about 7:15 in the morning. And I thought, my serial number, it'll sell, no worries. And then it just went off a cliff and went all the way down to there. Right now, it's at $170. And it's the 2nd of March today. So 2 weeks ago, it was at $900. I thought completely opposite. I thought the value was going to go up. At the end of the challenge, people would be trying to finish the challenge. Instead, it went completely down as the Anthony Davis Challenge was finishing. When you've got a Top Shot account, you tend to track the value of your moments, but you also tend to track the value of moments that you're sort of scouting as well. So I've got Patty Mills over here, Series 1, all day, and still, that stayed at $117. And I've got Joe Ingles. You'll notice the theme, they're all Aussies. He's there at 170. And that has stayed absolutely constant. My other gauger, which is obviously a good one, is the LeBron three-pointer. Now, this one obviously went nuts because it's LeBron, and I bought this on the high side. I remember looking at this when it was $80 before the boom, before the mountain sales, and now it's at 1,280. I remember it got to $2,000, but it did stabilize and hold value, and I reckon it will be back up to $1,500 pretty shortly. The other one I was tracking, and this one's more annoying, was the Zion Dunk. I'm not looking at the limited editions really, although this one is limited edition now, or any of these expensive ones. I'm just looking at what was in my budget, which was this one here at $390. That one used to be $80 before the boom. Then it rocketed to $800, and I think it came back down to $400. So they remained relatively stable. Nothing like my PJ Washington, which fell off a mountain and then got pissed on by a goat. Absolutely fell off the cliff. Now, the other one I was tracking was Donovan Mitchell. So the gift challenge also ended really, really recently. So let's look up Donovan. Obviously, they're on the best team in the NBA at the moment, record-wise. Now, this moment at one point in time also went ballistic, as it did everything. And again, I thought maybe challenge ending, that the value will rise and people will be trying to finish the challenge, even though it's only Derrick Rose, it's not Anthony Davis or LeBron James or anyone. I thought people would still be trying to finish the challenge because that was the point. It was a gift challenge, easier to get into, lower price point. Now let's go back to Evaluate Market and look up Donovan Mitchell. And if you don't know, for people that bought a moment in January, this was a gift that was given to accounts in order to say thank you, essentially. So let's look at this moment. I think the stats are loading. Here we go. So I remember this one got to a good 600 in the boom. And you can sort of, let's zoom in a little bit. That's the great thing about Evaluate Market. You can zoom in. And yeah, see, look, it really got into, some of the 920s, almost 1,000. So if you're holding it, you really got hope for a moment that it was really worth something. And you see a lot of cheap sales here as well for the low serial numbers across that time. But in the boom, it was really selling well. And then it stabilized, which is fair enough. But at the moment, it just came all the way down. So currently, it's sitting at 210. Look, it's not bad. It's a gift at the end of the day. So let's not complain too much about it. But my serial number's decent. It's not crazy good, but it's decent. It was interesting that the end of the challenges didn't raise the price, but it actually dropped the price. And people were undercutting each other. And then the end. If you have a theory why, let me know in the comments, because like I said, general consensus would say that the opposite would happen, that the price would go up because people were trying to complete the challenge. There was a limited time left. So I thought that was interesting in that maybe the end of a challenge doesn't actually raise the value. Everything in Top Shop seems to be all about the timing. And if we all had hindsight, we'd all be rich. We'd all be 100x. Not everyone can do that because we didn't join in January or last August. We joined when we did. And some of us bought on the high end. Let's go back in Evaluate Market. On the home page, they got a really good chart. In the white bars, you see all the transactions, and then you see the total value of sales. Here, the value of all the sales was just to the moon. And this is where all the NBA players were saying, to the moon, Top Shot, woohoo, we'll see you there. And people were like, yeah, this is so easy, I'm 100x. And then, bush, back down to earth. If we all had hindsight, we all would have sold here and then bought low. If we were buying here on February 23rd, we were just buying at the wrong time. And that's where I probably should have sold my PJ Washington. Anthony Davis, now he's out and the challenge is completed. Wow, lowest ask is $13.99 at the time of recording. Wow, $13.99 for the Anthony Davis challenge. So if you don't know, this is also part of a master challenge to get LaMelo Ball. Now, I've heard a lot of people say LaMelo Ball's in the highlight, so that must up the value of this PJ Washington moment. Well, look at this. LaMelo Ball, this could be an assist moment for LaMelo Ball. He passes it to PJ Washington, smash, and look at the value of my moment. It went right down. So I'm not really buying that LeBron's in the moment or LaMelo's in the moment. So that's going to up the value of this moment because I'm not seeing that right now. And I know this is a different instance in that this is the end of a challenge. Cool Cats is in this phase is finished and there's more to come. But I'm not really seeing that associated value at the moment when it comes to other superstar players that are actually in the moment. And just a quick update at the end of the video, the Cool Cats total cost is down 27% from what it was yesterday, 27% less than what it was yesterday to buy all 5 moments needed to get the Anthony Davis reward. Again, I was expecting prices to go up as the challenge finishes, not go down and dive like this. So again, timing is everything. So those are my thoughts, and I thought it was interesting just to share what effects this challenge had on my moments. And let me know in the comments what effects it had on your moments and where you think this is going as far as if you're still holding Cool Cats moments but you're not involved in the challenge. I'd be really interested to see what other people are going through. Other than that, I'm going to hold, see what these things look like, especially Utah, Donovan Mitchell. I'm going to hold that given that they're an Achilles away from an NBA Finals run, and I'm just going to see where it goes. So I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy the ride.